What's up?
All
What's up?
right.
What's up?
All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
What the hell kind of damn music was that?
That's that hippie shit. That sounds like a C-list porno.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Disney Channel, 1990s Disney Channel TV show.
I guess.
Jay sent me that. He said that's the damn soundtrack when he's at his spin class.
Damn.
That was yoga.
How's that hot goat yoga?
Mm.
Oh, damn.
If Jay was there, it was sloga, not yoga.
Hey, you're
How's
just
everybody this evening?
jealous of me in my yoga pants.
Oh my God.
Vanguard, After T, Ranger J, how y'all this evening?
Good.
Good. It's Friday, right?
It is for me.
Close enough.
It is for me.
If I was
have
any better,
tomorrow.
I'd be on the beach.
I have tomorrow off.
Man,
I'm taking
Shut up.
Sunday, Monday off.
I have
Okay.
Sunday. I have tomorrow through Monday off.
Are you going to partake of any fireworks on the 4th?
Me? No,
Any of you?
that costs money.
Well,
Yeah.
this is true.
I think, and I think my town. I think my town's doing a. They're doing a. On Sunday, I think the town's doing a display in the afternoon or evening time frame. So we're doing an after church barbecue there at the church on Sunday. So that should be good.
My town has got like all these tents set up everywhere. There must be 11 fireworks tents. All
That's a
around
lot for a town with. That's a lot for a town with 15 people in it.
It's 15 and a half. I mean, they must make the money. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm sure they probably got people come in from all over buying up
even at the
fireworks.
Walmart,
Ooh, getting classy in the Wally world, baby.
it's getting classy, bitches.
Mm.
Oh. Well, I know when I went to the one over by us, it used to have a big Juneteenth banner on the side of it.
Did you burn it down?
And I can neither confirm or deny, but what I can say is that banner is no longer there, which was
It got
surprising.
burnt down.
And
Shoot
That
a
being
flaming
said-
arrow right into it.
and boy, they were high as hell on everything they had.
Well, I'm sure that's because they're spending them government checks on it.
Well, of course, we know that. I mean, you know, I live around the corner of Hood and Hood Rat, so
Yeah, I mean, you probably live right near Church's Chicken.
well, they haven't got one of those built yet, but it's coming, I'm sure.
Well, that's how you know you're really in the hood. That's growth.
Yep.
Mm.
You're right, brother. If you got a damn Church's chicken within walking distance, or you can get a bus to one, then you're in the hood.
Brother, that's where I lived at in Savannah. I
Hey.
lived 0.3 miles from a Church's Chicken.
The government tea sipping group? Yeah, okay.
Government T-SIP. What?
You don't see that?
Who's that?
Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, man. No, this is the government tea spilling group.
Yeah, true story.
That's it.
Wow.
There ain't no damn sipping going on here, I promise you.
I mean, I do have a glass of sweet tea. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, Hillbilly? Patriot
What's going
Nation,
on?
Sax Man. How are y'all this evening?
What's up, fellas? Looks like people's easing in here.
Yes, they are.
Good deal.
Mm-mm-mm. Hey, so Vanguard, I sent you a link to Fox Metro News about
Yes.
about the debunked surprise witness. I'm just saying, y'all reckon she's gonna go to jail?
Hell no. They'll. What? Really? No.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Look, when you know it's bad when the Secret Service comes out with a statement and says, "Nah, she lying."
Well, yeah, because see, if that was true, that would make the Secret Service look like a bunch of clowns.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I don't. That's probably one of the few functioning units in the federal government that does their job, despite who they're trying to protect.
Without bias or anything like that.
Correct. And that's my opinion. Someone
Well,
may disagree.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Somebody needs to check that lady's bank account.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. She's got her. Somebody's got their claws in her.
She's probably got an expense account attached to Burisma.
Talking about Cassidy Hutchinson, by the way, if anybody was wondering, that's the woman. That's the woman who was the surprise testimony the other day. I believe that they was probably going to try to get the sergeant at arms to testify too, until he said, "Nah, I ain't going to say what y'all think I'm going to say," and then they killed him.
Yeah, see that whole you can call me
That's
conspiracy theorist
right
or whatever, but that's some Clinton-esque bullshit right there.
Clinton-esque hell.
I'm just saying, somebody up and dies. I mean, there sure is a lot of damn people up and dying and having accidents and shit every time somebody is getting ready to testify.
Yeah, just surprise. Oh no, I got shot to death. So. What speaks volumes to me is that the lead agent of the Secret Service, the lead agent and the president's driver, both willing to come forth and testify under oath.
Yeah.
That what she said is absolute malarkey.
Well, if anyone has ever seen a diagram of the beast and how it's set up.
Well, see, but they weren't even in the Beast.
Oh, they weren't?
They were in the Suburban.
Yeah.
Oh.
She said that they were in the Beast, which is a limo.
No, right. if they're in the Beast, that's the limo.
The Beast is the Cadillac limo that they've been driving around since 2010. No, they were in the presidential SUV that day.
Okay.
Which is a Suburban that was that's got the armor on that thing is nasty.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
They had some. The company had some similar SUVs in Iraq when I was there, and we transported one via Chinook. It will fit just inside the cabin of a Chinook. We transported one, bruh.
So that was her first lie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one thing after the other, Yeah. And did anybody see the footage of Liz Cheney giving her a big wet hug?
Oh my God! Yeah, it's. I think it's. Let me. I need to mute this dipstick. That I believe the article that I posted or that I shared a minute ago.
Correct.
It's got a video from Associated Press, but I don't think that's full thing is included in it. But yeah, you can tell it's like they was old college drinking buddies.
Yeah.
Or actually, I take that back. It was Liz Cheney acted like she was like her favorite aunt and hadn't seen her in a while. That's what. But
yeah. If you're there to be impartial, what the hell are you doing rubbing elbows with her?
Right. There ain't no impartiality in it.
Well,
They probably getting a check. They probably getting a check cut from the same people.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's probably from the Soros Foundation. I wouldn't be surprised.
When I returned to the White House, I walked upstairs.
All right. Let me get this. Loaded up right quick.
Well, the number of articles that you see. So I went to Brave, right? I don't use Google no more. I went to Brave and typed in "witness says Trump tried to grab steering wheel." There's only one article on like the first 3 pages on Brave that say that it was debunked. Yeah, so this is the female right here. That was the woman that
Yep.
she had heard from somebody. She didn't even it wasn't even a first-hand account. So apparently we're taking hearsay as congressional testimony. You ain't gonna go to no other court anywhere in the world where hearsay is acceptable testimony.
Well, it's a twofold problem for this jackass lame committee. A, they're trying to stay relevant. Okay, they have no relevance. They've exhausted every possible avenue they've got. They're grabbing at straws, trying to stay relevant because they want to use this as political ammunition for votes. I mean, the midterms are coming up, and that bitch right there, Cheney. If she's coming up for election, I can pretty much guarantee you she's gonna get bounced on her ass. I mean,
has it Pelosi might too.
Well, Pelosi, I think what she's gonna do is she's gonna retire. But we'll see.
But you keep seeing the same thing. Witness recalls being told Trump grabbed the wheel.
Yeah, but see,
here's the thing of it. Here's my favorite thing about the whole deal. When she was at the Capitol testifying, right, that Trump was in the beast, they showed a photograph of the presidential SUV. Right, that Trump. But
well, I'm gonna play this video and we'll listen to her witness statement. Let's see here.
Towards the chief of staff's office. I noticed Mr. Ornato lingering outside of the office. Once we had made eye contact, he quickly waved me to go into his office, which was just across the hall from mine. When I went in, he shut the door, and I noticed Bobby Engel, who is the head of Mr. Trump's security detail, sitting in a chair, just looking somewhat discombobulated and a little lost. I looked at Tony, and he had said, "Did you effing hear what happened in the Beast?" I said, "No, Tony, I just got back. What happened?" Tony proceeded to tell me that when the president got in the Beast, he was under the impression from Mr. Meadows that the off-the-record movement to the Capitol was still possible and likely to happen, but that Bobby had more information. So once the president had gotten into the vehicle with Bobby, he thought that they were going up to the Capitol, and when Bobby had relayed to him, "We're not, we don't have the assets to do it, it's not secure, we're going back to the West Wing," the president had very strong, very angry response.
All right, don't damn throttle me now, YouTube.
To that.
Yeah, that was coached right there.
Tony described him as being irate.
Okay, fuck this bitch. I mean, into that channel. So, a couple of things. If y'all will watch her body language, the first sign of a lie is when they start staring up to the right. It's your mental capacity trying to tell you to reach in there and grab something from thin air. But anyway, she is wow. So it's all hearsay, right?
Yep.
So in any court, in any legal system, it should not stand. Hearsay should not be submitted to evidence at all anyway. So they would need to get exact eyewitness from the people in that vehicle, which
said that they testify under oath that didn't happen.
That it's a lie. So
but
she's going through this shooting holes in her own testimony at the same time she's giving it. So
right. But then you got Liz Cheney, who says, quote, she is absolutely confident in the credibility and testimony of Cassidy Hutchinson. Like, bro.
She has committed perjury.
Right.
Multiple
knowingly
counts.
committed perjury. Knowingly committed it. Excuse me. Whew.
Well, the thing is that in any other realm of law, her ass would be getting charged for what she just did.
She should be.
And in a way, I kind of feel like this committee is pushing this narrative, trying to get, well, let's just face it, this is to appeal to the voters out there that are wearing face diapers and card-carrying Democrats.
Right.
It's to keep them on board, despite the fact that they're paying $5 for a gallon of gas and can't find baby formula, can't find tampons. I mean, let's just,
they ain't paying $5 a gallon of gas.
Well, the face diaper wearing folks are. The Democratic working class or the crumb snatchers, they've all got about the same shit we got by.
Yeah, but they're doing it with our money.
Well, that may be, but as shit goes up, those government handouts don't cover that gap.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's got to be hurting them. I mean, when they roll up in there to Walmart with their 8 children's in the Yukon, and they got to make a decision whether they're getting the ribs and the flaming hot Cheetos or they're getting half a tank of gas. Now they're getting upset. So tell me I'm wrong. I'm just being real. It's going to affect them just like it's affecting us, and they're going to be more apt to act out than we are.
Right. But Saxman is right. Perjury charges will never happen because this is a kangaroo court.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's all this is. This is a joke.
Hillbilly Baba Engel made a statement. As she was making her statement, Bobby Engel was putting out a statement. Now, she's full of shit. So,
I just hope she was better in the kitchen than on the witness stand because she wasn't very good.
Bro,
she give her a microwave and go ahead.
I try not to be a judgmental person, but that right there is a takeout lady all day long.
Yeah, I'm thinking
that's just by nature of her line of work. I'm just saying.
Well, I think she's one of them people that's a Swanson TV dinner connoisseur. She can microwave the shit out of something, but behind that, yeah, she's takeout all the way.
Although I do gotta say, some of them microwave dinners these days are getting pretty bougie.
Yeah, they are.
They're getting fancy.
They are. You're right. I mean, I get a kick when I go in somewhere like one of these regular old fast food joints and the people are trying to act like you're at Chick-fil-A. And it's like, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the effort, but y'all ain't that.
You can't be Jesus chicken. You're McDonald's. Calm down.
That's what I'm saying. You know, you can't mess with the Lord's chicken. Let's just be honest.
But I find it insane though. You know, I've scrolled through I think 4 or 5 pages of results from searching
Yeah,
for other articles about her being debunked.
yeah.
4 or 5 of them, and I've found one article posted.
Well, it's because
I
the
take that back.
algorithm.
Here's a second one. Here's a second one called from a website called News from the Perimeter. So it's not even like a. It's not even
Well,
a
we
real
all
like.
okay, but remember, the bedshitter in chief met with a bunch of the heads of these different tech companies and told them, we need you to help us curb misinformation. So you can bet your ass that there's algorithms set up on a lot of these search engines, and it's Nixon shit you're looking for. If it doesn't fit within a certain criteria, you can't find it. It's feeding you false positives. So the sooner you understand that and move away from the general search engines, the better off you're going to be.
Well, that's why I'm not using your Googles and Yahoos and stuff like that. This is straight off of. This is off of Brave.
Right, I got it. I use Brave. I mean, I get what you're saying.
I just find it funny as all. You know, 6 pages in, 5 pages in, and there's 3. You know, 3 articles.
Well, at least you found somewhere that had them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I can't believe that they've gotten so desperate on this committee that they're rolling these people out who are. I mean, how embarrassing can that possibly be? It was being debunked while that bitch was talking.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't bury that kind of idiocy. You can try not report it, but it's there. I mean, you know.
I love this. I love this article headline. This is from the Western Journal. January 6th committee tried to Jussie Smollett the country. Dems ruthlessly mocked for supposed key witness.
Oh, that's wow. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So good.
Well, it's true. I mean,
because Eric Hirschman went down too.
Yeah.
Because Cassidy, this Cassidy Hutchinson chick, she's the same one that claimed to having taken dictation from Tony Meadows when Eric Hirschman swore under oath that he wrote this note that they were testifying about. You know, so it's hilarious. One comment here in the article, Caleb Hull on Twitter said the January 6th committee's smoking gun is literally female Jussie Smollett.
Well, you gotta wonder who they're gonna roll in next, because now they're all going home to get drunk and connive, and they'll be back next week to stir the pot on some other bullshit. Who are they gonna roll in next as the next surprise witness? I mean, is it gonna be Nancy Pelosi's cousin's hairdresser's aunt?
Yeah, I had heard. So, I just thought it was funny, especially coming from like the Western Journal, because
it is. It really is. But the one thing that's promising about this demon, if you really think about it, you're beginning to see, not necessarily towards this, but towards the administration, you're seeing the Communist News Network and some of the other talking heads, they're beginning to turn on this administration.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good thing.
Well, but they're turning on them at the direction of the DNC.
That's fine. I get what you're saying. We know they're puppets. I got that. They're there to push a narrative, not do their job. But what I'm saying is, by them turning on the administration, that creates unrest and undecisiveness on their side. And that means that when all those face diaper wearing sheeple are sitting there seeing their own people they listen to and believe is gospel start talking, saying, Uncle Joe's a retard, then they're going to say, maybe we need to vote for somebody else.
What's really funny to me is who they're kind of pushing out there now. They're kind of edging towards the forefront of look at having her run in 2024.
Having who run?
The old horse face bartender herself.
Nah, won't happen.
I'm not blind. I have impaired vision, but I'm not blind.
I'm not blind. I mean, I can see just fine. Let's see here. Yeah.
But the White House is steady on. Yeah, Biden's going to run again in 2024. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, you heard where I guess knee pads. She made a comment on Air Force 2 about she would be his ticket mate, and that he would be running. And then she tried to walk it back some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And her and him both have made it clear he's running for re-election. And if he runs for re-election, outside of them flying in North Korean troops and taking over Washington, I don't see how the hell they can win it. Because everybody in the country sees that they're idiots.
Right.
Everybody in the country is getting bit steady in the ass between groceries, fuel, just the basic costs of living. Everything's gone up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all at his feet. He can't blame Orange Man no more.
Oh, absolutely they can. They try to anyway. But the reality is the Democrats ain't got nobody to put up in 2024.
Well, some names I saw floated, which really made me stop and say, damn. Gavin Newsom and Kubota Mouth Abrams.
Those don't surprise me. But I'll be honest. I don't know that I would vote for. I don't know that I would vote for Trump in 2024.
Well,
if he decided to run, and I think, don't get me wrong, economically speaking, I like what he did, but
I think Trump and DeSantis are going to run. I think that's going to be your duo. I might be wrong.
I don't know if Trump's going to run or not, man. He might, but
I think he's going to.
A little surprised.
I think Trump's going to run. DeSantis is going to be his wingman.
I don't see DeSantis doing a VP ticket, and here's why. I'll tell you, and I've said it before on previous lives. DeSantis doesn't see anybody in Florida to take over and continue the mission that he's trying to put forth there.
Well, if he's got
with that, without having anybody to take over, you're going to give that state over to the blue.
Well, let's say this. Let's say that maybe they've got somebody in the waiting back in the bleachers to take up that mantle to make a transition easier for DeSantis without giving the state away.
I mean, maybe, but the problem
It's
is
possible.
you got they've got Charlie Crist going up for the Democrat Party in Florida. Charlie Crist is liked.
True.
So if DeSantis gives up the governor's office in Florida without someone who is just like him, then they will give up Florida without a doubt.
Well, I mean, I may be wrong. I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing and how Trump's kind of hinting around, it wouldn't surprise me. You know, either Trump is just getting his rocks off because he's sitting there, teasing everyone that he's going to run, or he's really going to do it. And it seems to me that they've got something. He's got something scheduled with DeSantis, I thought, where they're going to make some announcement. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misread that. Go and check for yourself. But it doesn't make sense to make some big announcement with DeSantis there with you unless it involves DeSantis. Right?
Well, so here's a Politico article. It says DeSantis declines to ask Trump for re-election endorsement, which what Politico is saying is that seems to suggest that you might see a 2024 presidential bid. I don't think, though, that you're going to see Trump and DeSantis battle.
No.
Because if those two go against each other,
they'll split the party.
The conservatives in this country will lose.
Yeah, because they'll split the party. Absolutely. So,
because I'll be totally honest, if we were to hold a vote right now to vote either DeSantis or Trump, I'd vote for DeSantis. I'll just be honest.
I would too. I mean, I think DeSantis is a better pick. If I had the two to choose from.
Yep.
You haven't got. Here's the thing I like about Trump. Trump was a businessman. Whether you like him or not, he was a businessman. You couldn't buy him because he was rich.
Right.
You couldn't con him. So he wouldn't play their ball. And that's what pissed both parties off. He wouldn't conform to the norm.
Right.
So that's what made him so good. But on the same token, he brought a bunch of drama with him.
Right. But and what we're seeing now too is that like DeSantis's numbers, he looks even better. DeSantis looks even better than Trump in a lot of ways. As far as like, and this is coming from, this is another Politico article coming from where it was a straw poll done at University of Nevada and a couple of other places out west that a lot of people, like close to 70% of participants in these polls wanting to see DeSantis run in 2024, where on the same poll, something like 67% said that they would look for Trump, or want to see Trump run again. The next closest person was Ted Cruz at 28%. I don't think Ted Cruz is ever going to be a president in this country.
No, Ted Cruz, he's made too many bad calls.
Right. I agree. here with Saxman and Ranger J, I don't see Trump as being electable any longer. Because of the whirlwind of BS that constantly surrounds him. He was what was needed. He was what was needed at the time to shake things up. Things have been shaken up, especially in the GOP. There's the old standard of Mitch McConnell and all those cats in the next 10 years is dead. In the next 5 years, that holdover of Rhino GOP are failing to be relevant anymore. They're going to die out. And when anti-GOP dudes stop being relevant to their voters, they're not like Democrats. They don't just come up with I'm for this now and stir up another pile of BS.
Mm-hmm.
They retire.
Right.
So.
Well, they done got fat. So, but if you think about it, the way the country's going, the fact that you've got factions within the federal government now ignoring each other.
Yep.
And just doing what they want. That sets so many bad precedents going forward for everything, because if you're not going to obey the law of the land, which is the Supreme Court, that's why they're established. If you're going to disregard that and try to sidestep what they have said is the law, or what they're, this, that, or the other, what's next?
Right.
Because now there's no parameter they're staying within or being held accountable for. So they basically have become their own dictator.
Right. So I find something interesting in this article further down. There's a man named Paul Jackson. Excuse me. He's a Republican consultant in Nevada who was at a rally for Adam Laxalt. And I guess DeSantis was there. And he says, quote, "The reaction to DeSantis was incredible. People were lining up in 100-degree weather to see him. People were just there just to try to catch a glimpse." He says, and I think this is pretty accurate. He says, "My sense is there are two types of Trump supporters: those who are with him and nothing else matters, and those who support Trump's policy but not the things the man says. And that might be a bigger group. And for that group, DeSantis fits that bill well." And I would think that I agree with that, especially in the last 2 years. You've seen DeSantis come out strong, saying, hey, Biden administration, you can pass whatever crap you want, but the fact is, this is my state, and you can kick rocks. Going to war with Disney, you can keep pushing all that pedophile crap you want to. Guess what? You no longer have a special tax status in this country, in this state.
Yeah.
With the Tampa Bay Rays, with all the crap, the pride stuff and all that, he vetoed $35 million for a new baseball when they tweeted out support for gun reform. And DeSantis said, "You know what? You're not getting taxpayer money for political activism. Play baseball because that's your job."
Yeah, exactly.
He's not afraid to. This is where I'm planting my foot. Like it or don't, I don't really care. It's not changing.
Right. So,
the Texas vote on seceding from the union. It's a touchy thing. Unfortunately, as much as people in Texas want to say, "Oh, we have the right to secede," they kind of don't. Right? When they voted to ratify the Constitution, there are certain things that they gave up in doing so. They can have that crap in their Constitution all they want, but it's not as simple as Yeah, we're gonna not be part of the country anymore. It's they would quite literally have to go to war from they'd have to go to war with the country, with the U.S. to separate.
Well, help refresh my memory here. But I thought that Texas, when they joined the union or whatever, there was some caveat that when they joined, they weren't like the other states or the other colonies or whatever. Forgive me, I don't have my facts in front of me, but there was a difference between the Republic of Texas or state of Texas or whatever, compared to one of the original, let's say, original colonies, or whatever you want to call them. And that gave them this way out if they chose to secede. Does that make any sense to you whatsoever? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. So, unfortunately, there's a Supreme Court case in 1869, Texas v. White, where the Supreme Court held that individual states could not unilaterally secede from the Union, and that acts of the insurgent Texas legislature were absolutely null. Chief Justice wrote that when Texas entered the Union, she entered into an indissoluble relation. So it's.
I understand what you're saying.
The reality is it's not going to happen. They can talk about it all they want. Texas has been talking about it for years, but it's not going to happen. Hey, look, Sax, man, there ain't nothing wrong with DeSantis being from Florida, bro. I mean, what has Georgia produced except for Jimmy Carter and fucking Brian Kemp? Just say it. There ain't been no good political leaders come out of Georgia, and that's saying something, because I was born and raised in Georgia. I can talk shit about Georgia.
Well,
except for Stacey Abrams, she's the best.
Yeah, old backbone mouth has got it going on, don't she?
Yeah, she does.
Can't. I tell you what, she's good at clearing her plate.
Yeah, she is.
So to make a long story short, Hillbilly, they can vote to secede in 2023 all they want, but they don't have a legal means to do it. As cool as it would be, because I would move to Texas, there's no realistic way for it to happen.
Well, I mean, okay, but let's jump down a rabbit hole for a minute. And I understand where you're coming from, but just let's entertain this for a second. If the federal government is not following the letter of the law, which them and the DOJ have basically said, okay, to the Supreme Court, then who's to stop that from happening necessarily? Because I'll go a step further than that. If they're not going to follow the Constitution, they're not going to follow the Supreme Court and what they say, then why are we following the amendment where we pay federal income tax?
I'm trying.
Well, the federal income tax was originally to pay for the debt of the Civil War. So
no, World War II.
Well, the original federal income tax was to pay for the debt for the Civil War. But it continues. So,
well, the whole point was it was presented to the people as, hey, let's do this as a band-aid to pay for our, win this war. At least that's how it was during World War II. And then they turned around and said, oh, wait, look at all this revenue we can get, and we don't have any accountability. Let's just keep charging it. So they lied to the people and pushed it through. And here we are, freaking 80 years later, still paying the same shit for them to waste the money on their own little games. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If they're not going to obey the law, why the hell should the people?
Right.
I'm just asking a question.
I agree with you.
You know, why am I paying federal taxes for something that was supposed to have ended well before I was born?
Well, welfare was
Because,
supposed to end too.
well, I understand that, but I'm saying, okay, so if you made this amendment and talked everyone into voting for it because it was going to be a temporary fix, then you turn around and do this bullshit, and you're going to sit here and pick and choose what parts of the Constitution you're going to follow. That's not how this shit works. You work for the people. We don't work for you. So at some point, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just entertaining some different things here. I understand what you're saying about Texas not being able to secede or whatever, and that's fine. But, you know, it's just me going down a rabbit hole for a minute to get you to think about some different stuff. That's all.
Well, back in the day, you and your buddies threw boxes of tea off of a ship too.
Yes, we did. Had a good time, too.
That's why we all
Good
drink
time.
coffee.
So
Well,
here's the thing, right? The Supreme Court did say that there were options for secession in the 1869 case. So it can only happen through one of two ways: revolution or consent of the states. So basically, Texas would have to plead their case in front of Congress and say, we don't want to be a state anymore, and all 49 other states would have to agree.
well, we know that'll never happen.
Or they would have to do it through revolt.
Well,
Now, the reality is that Texas is a lot softer than it used to be.
true.
They just are. That's what happens when you get a bunch of Californians up in there. And also, likely, I think that you would see if Texas did, in fact, try to break away, that would be the absolute start of the second Civil War, like of actual fighting.
True. But here's the thing. If Texas was to secede, the Washington would be screwed. Because if Texas bailed, you can pretty much you start counting your hands. The other states can go right with them. It won't be just Texas. They'll start with Texas maybe, but then think of other states will jump right on board with it and say, yeah, you know what? They've got a good idea. Let's go with them.
Well, you'd see Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, the entire central United States, right? The Southeast, the Deep South, Arizona, maybe New Mexico, probably Utah.
I could see half of New Mexico splitting.
Yeah.
The southern half will split because everything north of Albuquerque swings so far to the left, they're about to fall off the map.
So the reality is that what would be left of the United States would be, 15 states, California and the New England, the left coast and New England would basically be.
Yeah, they wouldn't really know. They'd no longer really be a country. Well, it'd be two countries.
So
you see what I'm saying? And because we would say, kick rocks. The hell with you. We don't need you.
So
you need us.
Now,
would that be South America, Mid America, and North America?
Now the problem that I see, right, is to successfully restructure said government and form an independent union, or probably more likely a confederation. You've got to have a system of government ready to go in place, and there's nothing there. There's no plan for it. There's nothing. There's nothing there for it to be realistic.
Well, I mean, here's the problem. If you did something like that, and let's say the country fractured and broke off into different states, whatever you want to call them, countries, however, it would be a very difficult process, and it'd be very hard because if everything originally was based on one common stock market, dollar, etc., and now you're pulling all that 4 different ways. I mean, all those economies have got reset, everything.
Yep.
And that's going to be disastrous for a lot of business, a lot of people, commerce. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, any country who goes through an upheaval, the rebuilding process after the upheaval is the same way. I mean, that's what you're seeing.
Yeah.
There is no good way.
I mean, and that's happening right now. Realistically, after Biden's done tanking us, we are going to have to rebuild our economy, rebuild the value of the dollar. But I don't really think that it's the big problem too that you have to consider, right? Is if Texas decided we don't want to play anymore,
right?
I'm here to tell you right now that the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the United States of America would with zero hesitation have no problem ordering troops to enter Texas and do everything they could to squelch that rebellion.
Well, that'd be fine, but they would meet resistance. It would be ugly, regardless how soft Texas has become. It would be ugly.
So that's something to consider too, because Martin
Sure.
Milley's a piece of garbage, and
Oh,
so
yeah,
was the
absolutely.
Secretary of the Air Force. So that's just, that's reality of it.
Yeah.
I talk a
agree.
lot. Somebody else say something.
Okay.
Fire away, Vanguard. Jay, somebody.
I just said okay. I said something.
Smart ass.
Wow.
Rather have a smart ass than a dumbass.
You right.
Well, do we want to talk about our new Supreme Court justice who doesn't know what the definition of a woman
No,
is?
I don't want to talk about her.
No.
I don't even know what her name is.
Something Jackson.
And I'm a hush. That was ugly. I should have even thought that. The reality is, though, fortunately, she doesn't change the weight of the bench.
Right, because she replaced Beyer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you got one liberal replacing another.
Yeah, but dude.
Oh, she's a psycho.
I mean,
Well, a lot of women are psychos.
I'm not jumping down that damn rabbit hole.
I'd be amazed that she actually did she actually swear on a Bible? I'm surprised she didn't burst into flame.
I honestly believe that her twin waited on me at Captain D's last week.
I would say she probably. If she swore in on a Bible, I'm amazed that she didn't burst into flames right then and there.
You're right, Patriot Nation. She is not.
The lights in your mother's basement are shit.
What the?
We got another troll. Hey, you know what? We just be doing good because we're getting trolls. So
I love trolls. Trolls are fun.
I'm for it. Hey, troll away, homie. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I don't have any left.
Feelings.
I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Ja Inglo.
Uncle Sam took my feelings from me.
See, the difference is we don't have to live in our mother's basements because we can pay for our shit. We don't need handouts. So, deuces,
Hey,
buddy.
Mom, can you bring me some hot
Get
pockets?
the hot pockets.
Hot pockets now! Meatloaf!
I'll
Need
mess
a hot
around.
pocket stat.
Bring me a model!
So that, I guess that is the fortunate thing with her, is that she's not swinging the weight of the bench at all. It's for all intents and purposes exactly as it was. Because we don't know exactly how she's going to vote on. Whenever they have opinions, how she's going to.
Oh yeah, her
exactly
and Sotomayor will be like.
Say.
They'll be going to lunch together and paint each other's nails. So you're right.
That's what you and Vanguard do.
Hey,
What?
don't hate the player, hate the game.
He said your pink nail polish is pretty, Vanguard.
Hell yeah.
Girl, them toenails are just rocking.
So, honestly, other than that, I can't tell you nothing. I'd have to look up info on her. I looked up and saw that she went to Rutgers.
Dude, every time I see her, it's
you're
like
gonna make somebody have a seizure, bro.
Well, I'm trying to get Jay Anglo all excited.
No, put the
He
dicks on there.
probably he came in to do his little one shot and then left. That's how these people work, you know. These trolls.
Well, I mean, he's probably like that with his old lady too. Just one shot in the dark and leaves.
Yeah, dog.
Did you say it's old lady?
Well, it could be old man too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Katanji Brown. Katanji Brown Jackson. Voting or they trying a little docking, is that what you're saying?
I don't know. That's how Vanguard rolls, man. I'll tell you.
From what I understand, unsurprisingly, she's very lenient. I do know this. She's super lenient on pedophiles, which helps out the Democrat party because, you know, that's the party of pedophilia. So,
yep, there's some sick bastards in that party.
But you know what?
But
I bet
to
you
be
there's
fair,
just as many Republicans that are on that party.
Yes,
train
sir.
too.
I'm not. I was just about to say they're all hanging out at the same damn club. You know.
Yeah, they're all buying little kids all together at the same time.
Yep.
So
there's some sick bastards. So
are those? Shut up, Sax man. How's that, fucker?
oh.
We'll go get me a glass full of 9mm and just sit here and rattle it the whole time.
Well, I hope Anglo hit the like button while he was hanging out.
Well, if he didn't, he can go talk to his therapist about
it. Oh,
we
Lord.
didn't block him, y'all. I mean, he's not blocked.
No, I didn't block him. How long for Maxwell to commit suicide? I'm going to say 14 days.
Wow.
Watch it be 14 days on the nose. It'd be like,
yeah, be some people knocking at his damn door.
Yeah, we need to speak with.
I'll give her 2 weeks. 2 weeks, she'll be dead.
I don't know, man.
She might not. I don't know if she gets smoked or not. She might not get Clinton.
Bro, you kidding me? They can always. Here's the thing. They can always, if she decides to reveal any more, add witness statement, they can always redress. So,
if she
is going to do everything they can to keep her silent.
Well, what I'm going to say is that currently at Club Fed, which is where she's going to be, she's all right. Now, if she decides to get froggy and start dropping some more intel, then yeah, she's going to get Clintoned. There's no doubt. I mean,
Right.
they've already speed dialed a couple of Clinton's boys, and they're just waiting in the wings. So,
Oh yeah. Well, they use the same people over and over again. Mr. Live Freedom. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
you know, we did good tonight. We actually did not get off in the weeds too bad.
I mean,
We're there right now.
to be fair, we definitely left ourselves limited on the scope of what we was talking about.
Well, I know, but that's never stopped us before.
Well, you're right.
I mean, think about it. We see something bright, we're going to chase after it. We don't give a shit where it takes us.
Bro, I'm a squirrel just trying to find a nut.
No comment.
Oh, well, I mean, just think what you guys ask yourself now is what's going to happen between now and Monday to make the current administration look more the fucktard than they already are, because something's going to happen.
Well, Flashbang is going to say something stupid about either we the people, as in the government, or, you know, the thing. What else is there? He'll screw something up. He'll grab something out of the Constitution. He'll start preaching it, and he'll be like, you know, the thing, or you all remember, or something stupid like that, and he'll just botch the crap out of it.
Well,
Yeah, you know what I'm.
Or
You know what
it'll be like we are celebrating the freedom of slaves,
yeah.
or
you know.
we are celebrating the freedom of transgender LGBTQ PLMNOPQRSTUV, or something stupid
Alphabet
like
Mafia.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to free the dolphin flavored toasters.
I learned about cockroaches.
Golly.
You know,
That sounds about right.
Hair on my leg was blonde.
I love
Maybe-
it. Put it on my lap.
Maybe he'll
Pop was a
wipe
bad
out again
dude.
on his bicycle.
Didn't he fall up the steps again today?
Probably.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Did he crap himself too?
Well, you know that happened.
Bro, he crapped himself at the Vatican. You know he ain't got no shame. Sounds like chicklets in my glass. You are behind the times, bro.
I could.
Did you hit pause on the live stream or something? That was like 10 minutes ago, bro.
He got that Obama lag.
He on that, right. You must be watching on that Obama phone, huh? Golly.
Hey, don't
That's-
talk shit, man. He's got that new large screen on this.
Got that
3/4
shy
inch by
rack.
3/4 inch.
I mean, bro, I had better internet when I was deployed. Good Lord.
Saxman is just reminiscing the days when he put his nuts in a glass. It sounds about the same.
Wow.
That's funny right there.
Damn.
Anyway,
Yeah. All that just happened.
yeah. Look here, don't be mad. If you're going to be mad, just go away. It's fine.
Don't
It's gonna
go away
take
mad,
more
just
in
go
that
away.
episode. Shaniqua Kedini Brown.
Who?
Saxman was saying,
Oh, that was like 10
What the
minutes ago.
hell are we listening to? Bro, I'm about to have to dip.
Man, I'm gonna have to get me some weed or something after listening to that. I mean,
Freaking stab my. Hold on, I got a punch right here for where I put my guns together because I'm a freedom-loving American. I'm gonna use it to stab my eardrums out. You got that 1970s shagging porn music going on. Are you here to fix my pipe?
my pipe's all bent.
Yeah, baby. Next, you're gonna hear somebody in his background say, "I'm on buddy your bread."
Wow. You sure got
Damn.
a pretty mouth.
I'm gonna make you squeal.
Oh Lord. So
Well, there you go. There you go.
Y'all get
Yep.
down on your knees and pray real good.
I think the weeds are officially here. So we should probably just
Yep.
go ahead and cut this off now.
Yep. Yep. Somebody done wandered off into them.
I didn't bring
Man,
the
I'm
track.
going off into the weeds with a mower. What do you mean?
He said, "I brought the bush hog. What's up?" It's gonna be. I'm interested to see what happens this weekend. I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think that all the pink-haired hippies got out there and squealed as much as they're gonna squeal because they're not actually gonna do nothing.
Well, now think about this. You've always got those fucktards out there that are in, they see these other people acting out and they get ideas. All right.
They can come on and knock on my door.
I understand that, but hear me out. You're gonna have a lot of public gatherings and celebrations going on. Don't think there ain't gonna be somebody out there thinking, "Hey, I can drive my mom's Camry through that," or this, that, or the other. There's always somebody with a bad idea, bad actors.
Certainly. But you know what? You know what?
Prius.
It'll still be safer than being in Chicago over the weekend.
Oh, Chirac. I mean, it is what it is.
Chicago's
but,
Chicago.
One of the few cities in the nation where you need body armor and a fire team to go to Walmart.
So it is.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Rolling deep in an up armored Humvee. Shoot.
That's what Humvee hell. You need a fucking MRAP.
I say you better
Need something
bust
says hi.
MRAP.
So,
But I kind of think we've ran this into the ground for the night. So, Vanguard, you've been awful quiet.
Yeah.
You over there playing Pong, huh?
No,
You got
no,
distracted.
I hear music and I don't even know what.
Uh-huh. What are
Oh,
you
wait.
doing, step bro?
That's not me. Hold on.
He's over there. Oh, he's bumped it up to 1990s porn.
All right,
It's-
I found the culprit. I muted everybody individually and found the culprit.
Yeah, it was you.
No, wasn't me.
Uh-huh. Hey, it's
Ooh,
fine,
yeah.
buddy. It's like y'all read slow with your Cricket Wireless.
That right there.
Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Absolutely. Patriot
See,
Nation.
Hillbilly, that's it. Independence Day. It's not.
Independence Day is 100%.
July. This shit it pisses me off when everybody says, "Oh, Happy 4th." It's Independence Day. They're
Yep.
trying to, devalue the real meaning of the fucking day. It's Independence Day. We gained our freedom. Not Happy 25th of December, said nobody.
No doubt it's happy holidays.
Yeah, because Merry Christmas offends some snowflakes.
Merry Chrysler.
They tell me that shit at Christmas. I look at them and say, "Merry Christmas."
That's right. I like to piss off everybody on Jesus' birthday.
Yep, that's it. Do years ago, damn Lowe's had a sign. Come see our great selection of holiday trees.
What's a holiday tree? I know what a Christmas tree is.
They
I
caught
never
so
hear
much
that.
hell for that. That was the one year they did it. They didn't do it no more.
Oh, no shit.
Holiday trees. I don't celebrate holiday. I celebrate Christmas. I don't
That's
buy
right.
holiday trees. That sounds like a shitty snack food from hostess or something. No.
And I know my hostess.
I'm just saying, dude. So.
Okay. Well.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, we're talking about all kinds of crazy shit now. Jay, yeah, Jay's got his mic off. Okay. Demone, you probably about run out of your talking box already, man. You got something to say to everybody before we cut out?
Pay attention to Supreme Court cases that have happened. There are some that would seem relatively innocuous that are going to play a major role in legislation and lawsuits coming in the near future. So, especially that EPA v. West Virginia lawsuit that just got decided. That's going to be a big one.
Yep.
So pay attention. Don't walk around with your head in the sand because you're not an ostrich. And to steal it from absentee, stay strapped, stay dangerous, and long live the Republic.
Yes, sir. Be safe. Enjoy the 4th with you and your family, your loved ones, whoever, you know. Appreciate it for what it represents. Don't forget that. Try to pay attention, as I said, to the Supreme Court, because everything that goes through there, regardless of whether the federal government wants to pay attention to it or not, it's serious, even if it seems like it's not. And basically keep your head up, your eyes forward, pay attention to what's going on.
Stay strapped, get clapped.
Stay forward. It was my time on the mic. What's up?
Oh, pudding.
Night, everybody.
Stay crap will get clapped. All right, yeah. Anyway. Oh shit. Fun night. We always do that. Anyway, yeah, y'all take care of yourselves. Be prepared. You know, I'm not saying go extreme prepper or anything like that, but you need to be prepared to take care of your own. Those that are without will be left behind. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, that's just facts.
Oh, the jungle, baby.
That's right. I'm gonna tell you right now. You drop your box of 9s, I'll pick your shit up and keep on rolling. So that was a little harsh, wasn't it? Well, it's true. But anyway, so all you fuck boys that was in the chat out there, haters, y'all come back. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. You know, all that good stuff. But anyway, everybody take care of yourself. Thank y'all for coming by. As always, thank you for your support. And then we'll see y'all again on Tuesday. Y'all take care.
Okay, bye.